This video will be about metaphysics and epistemology. I really had no idea what either word meant, and I read the lectures before I watched the provided video, so I definitely wrote down some stuff in my notebook which I will be looking at during this video. As written in the lecture, the significance is to come to understand the whys of things and how humans arrived at the answers. And as always, the arguments continue over what position, claim, or insight is truly correct. And in all reality, I never knew what the specific word was for understanding the whys of things and how humans arrived at answers. I always yes, I do think about, how humans relate to the universe and why we're put here and what our purpose is. And there could be many answers to that. But from this lecture, I definitely am more aware of metaphysics and epistemology. And as mentioned in the lecture, there's also ethics, logic, and aesthetics, which all have a different type of study. For example, ethics is study of judgments about human behavior, as in logic, there's the study of language with respect to argumentation, and then aesthetics, which is the study of beauty in the universe. Obviously, I've heard these words, but probably used in a different context than what I'm learning. And also in the lecture was the social and political philosophy, which is the study of governments and their nature and purpose, as well as their relationship with the people being governed. And to understand, you have to engage all those things that seem to exist outside of ourselves, and then figure out what is all this stuff we encounter actually is. And what I really thought stuck out to me in the lecture was how you arrived where you are in life. I feel like I've had that question multiple times. I've definitely thought to myself, if I didn't do this, I definitely would be in this position. Or if I didn't take that job offer, I definitely would be somewhere else. And from what I took from that is your own decisions got you to wherever you find yourself at any point during your journey through life. And I felt like I definitely accepted that whatever I choose, there will be an outcome, whether good or bad. And I felt like I've definitely tried to accept that throughout the years, because I always felt like I would down myself and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I definitely would be somewhere else in life. And that's why there's the difference between knowing and understanding. Example that was mentioned was flipping a switch. I know that if I turn it down, it'll turn off. If I turn it up, it'll go on. And then the understanding of it is that there's electricity behind the switch, which will light up the room. And I feel like I've heard the philosophers mention, for example, Aristotle, Plato, any of those. And I feel like all of them had a different perspective of life and how people think of the world. And looking at the study of epistemology, which contains two doctrines, and how rationalism is achieved, and empiricism. I think I wrote that wrong. I'm so sorry. Which explains the sense experience, the info gained by the use of our senses is the primary source of our ideas. I did not know that. I just, it's things I really didn't think about until I actually read the lecture. And the more I read the lecture, I felt like I decided to think more into my life and how I'm connected to the universe. And it's really eye-opening, to be honest, because what is the connection between humans and the universe? And I just think it's really crazy to think that judgments and actions you do can really affect you or how your life course is, and just life in general is just one big mystery that everybody is trying to figure out. Thank you.